Hello and welcome back to a new reading vlog. I am so excited for this reading vlog for two reasons. One, we're doing a 24-hour readathon challenge, which I always love. And two, I will be in fact joined by Katie through FaceTime if she ever answers my call, which she didn't prior to me starting this intro. So we'll see how long it takes her to finally pick up the phone. Also today though, it's kind of like an extra special type of readathon because it's Friday the 13th, which, you know, is the perfect atmosphere for some spooky, creepy books. But I'm a wuss, so none of my books that I'm reading today are spooky or creepy in like any form or facet. Let me discuss my brief TBR with y'all. There's only 2 books and 1 manga on it right now, but depending on whether or not I like the 2 books that I have, I may continue this series because they both are part of a series. So I thought I'd play it by mood, play it by ear, see how I'm feeling. We are starting at 11 o'clock and it is 10:52 right now, so we've got plenty of time. First we have Stalking Jack the Ripper by Carrie Maniscalco. I read the Kingdom of the Wicked series and I did love the first 2. Until I reread it and then read the 3rd book. But in terms of like writing and I guess romance, it was fun. The plot kind of went off the rails with that one. I think that was my main complaint. But Katie has mentioned loving this series and loving the romance in this series. So I thought it was high time that I finally picked it up. Plus it's on my 2023 TBR and I'm not doing so hot with that list right now. So I thought I'd try my best to get as many checked off near the end of the year as I could. Just for it looks like I put forth effort into my 2023 TBR. I know this takes place in Victorian London, which is so fun. And we're just solving some mysteries. And I think it'll be a lot of fun. I love the atmosphere. I love London, especially back in the Victorian ages, so I think it should be a fun time. And not too spooky for little old me, but I thought it was kind of thematic. Friday the 13th, something a little like the tiny, like mystery, you know, kind of whatever. I'm scared, okay? I'm a chicken. I do not read scary books. But the other book that I'm going to be giving a shot today is A Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab. This is the fancy exclusive collector's edition. It's got like pretty character pages and stuff. This is my sister's copy. Not that she's read it, so I get to be the first person to crack this sucker open. Also, they have freaking bookmarks. It's so fancy. I love it. I can't remember what the that would be Katie calling me. That scared the bejeebers out of me. Hello.
Hi.
I was just starting my vlog. Well, I was like halfway through starting it. Would you like to say hello?
You said hey. Hi. How are y'all doing on this fine Friday the 13th? I hope you're doing spookily.
Okay, that's enough from her.
Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the vlog. If you guys haven't subscribed to Cass already, smash that freaking subscribe button, freaking obliterate it. Like, I don't even, like, you gotta do it, guys. Come on. And you should go watch my vlog. It'll be linked in the description. Whether Cass wants to or not, it will be.
I don't really remember what this book is about in terms of like synopsises. I don't think I've ever read a synopsis on what this book is about. I could. It's right there. It's on the inside page. I could, but I do know it takes place in London and there's parallel worlds. So another book set in London, which is kind of interesting. That was not the plan. I hope I will like this book. I need to give V.E. Schwab another shot. I guess like a 3rd or 4th shot at this point. I love The Secret Life of Addie LaRue, but then I read Gallant and I wasn't really that impressed, but I was like, okay, it's more middle grade, so maybe that's why. And then I read Vicious and I really wasn't impressed with that either. So I'm like, okay, maybe another try. So this is V.E. Schwab's last chance. Not really, but maybe. We'll see. Apparently this is really, really fun and really good. And lastly, if I need to kind of splice up my reading a little bit and pick up a manga, and mangas never really take me that long to read, my sister also let me borrow volume 10 of Spy Family, which is very exciting because I absolutely love Spy Family. And this is a backstory about Twilight, so what more could you ask for, really? I think it's gonna be so sad. My sister told me that it was very sad and very depressing, so I am absolutely ready to be sad. And yeah, I'm ready to dive back into the world of Spy Family a little bit here. It's just, I love it so much. It's such a cute little manga, and even though this one might be sad, I'm still very excited to pick it up. So that is my mini TBR for this 24-hour readathon. I need to get started very soon here, like 3 minutes now. So let me go ahead and get started reading. I'm so excited. 1 hour into the 24-hour readathon challenge, so it is now noon, and so much is going on right now. So first off, I have made it to page 110, beginning of chapter 11 here in Stalking Jack the Ripper, and I'm having so much fun. Despite the kind of like goriness aspects to describing surgeries, I'm really squeamish. Okay, when we had to do dissections in the 8th grade, that was not my favorite thing, and there's some fun little descriptions in here that I might or might not be skimming just a tad. Skimming fast enough that I don't even like think about it. I'm like, okay, they're slicing open a body. Moving on. I freaking love Thomas so much. Like, are you kidding me? His character, so fun. He's giving that like Sherlock Holmes type of arrogance and deduction skills, but more charming almost. And it's so fun. And I love the banter and the slow burn between Audrey Rose and Thomas. It's so fun. Right now they're doing a little bit of investigations into the murders that have been going on. They've kind of deduced that the murders that are going on are probably connected to one person, and they're trying to, you know, find some clues, do some research. And it's just so fun seeing Audrey Rose kind of argue with everyone, being like, just because I'm a woman does not mean that I am not capable, and just stand up for herself in multiple aspects. It's just been a delight. Honestly, I love it, and I really want to continue. I mean, we'll see how I feel by the end of the book, but I really probably will. Thank you. I probably will be, Katie is being so loud. I probably will be continuing the series. It's just so fun so far. But that is that little update for Stalking Jack the Ripper. I cannot wait. I was talking to Katie and I was like, I love them. I love this romance that is like blooming, the slow burn. And she's like, just wait. And I am so excited. Honestly, could you be any louder over here?
I was just responding to a text. How loud could I possibly be?
I'm pretty dang loud. Ask the vlog.
I simply do not apologize. And how dare you expose me on the vlog like this? I was gonna say we should all have a little round of applause for Cass hitting 10K, but no, I'm not gonna do that now.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing that happened. I hit 10K.
oh, did I get to?
You did get to break the news.
Okay, fine. We can all have a round of applause. Yay! If you didn't clap, you're fake.
Okay, that's enough of that. That is the other exciting thing that happened literally like 5 minutes ago. I hit 10K on YouTube, which it just makes me so happy. It's weird. It's really weird. I'm like, whoa, it's like a 5-digit number. That's a lot of people. But I just want to thank y'all so much for being here, supporting the channel, demolishing that subscribe button like Katie has said in like every video I've done with her lately. I love making videos for y'all, and I love that y'all enjoy the videos that I make. So thank you so much for 10K. That is my little update. I'm going to continue reading Stalking Jack the Ripper, but inside with the AC because it got a little toasty. Got a little toasty outside. Yeah, I'm having so much fun with this book right now. And I'm just, such a good mood. Are you kidding me? Weenie is so cute.
You hear that? You're a star.
So Katie, how's reading going for you?
It do be going. I'm on page 150 of my novella. It's almost done.
Very nice.
It's pretty fire. That's my update.
Very nice. It is currently 2:15, so we're now 3 hours into the readathon. I took like a tiny break from reading to give attention to my cat and to eat. I'm on chapter 25, page 253, so we're nearing the end of this book. I have some theories, or I guess I've had some theories about who I think Jack the Ripper actually is in this book, and Audrey Rose is finally kind of caught up to catching on to my theories, so good for her, finally catching up to me. What can I say? Expert detective over here. But I'm still really enjoying it. Honestly, it was a really, really quick read. I know I'm not done with it, but like it's been pretty quick and fun to read. I'm also still really, really enjoying the dialogue between Audrey Rose and Thomas. Truly some top tier dialogue. I love the sass. I love the sarcasm and the dry wit. These characters are just like right up my alley in terms of characters that I really enjoy. So it's been such a delight, honestly. I really don't want this book to be over because that means that I might pick up a different book. I'll probably pick up Spy Family next, but we'll deal with that when I finish this book. But I definitely want to continue the series, but I don't think that I have the second one. I don't know what the second book is. Let me ask someone who actually does know. Hey Katie, are you there? I have a question. What is the second book in this series?
Shoot, what is it? Hunting Prince Dracula?
Is that the second one?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, drat. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I was gonna Google it, but I was like, why ask Google when I have a Katie? So Hunting Prince Dracula is the second book. I do not in fact own that one. That's like the one book in the series that I don't own. I do have Capturing the Devil and Escaping from Houdini, but don't have the second one. So I might do a little bit more reading in terms of the other books that I have in my TBR, and I might pop over to the library to see if I can find it because I kind of really want it. But enough blathering on. I'm going to finish this book and then I will give you my final thoughts. I'm just very excited. I just feel like lately I haven't found a book that I could like sit down and like truly sink into and have a bunch of fun reading. Like I've been giggling at the dialogue and very invested in the plot, and I can't wait to figure out who the killer is. And that's something that's kind of cool too about this series, or what I assume to be true, I'm hoping it's true, is that each mystery kind of wraps up within itself in the book. It might be a series, yes, but each mystery thing, hopefully, you know, solved in one book. Let me finish reading. Well, I have finished Stalking Jack the Ripper, and what that ending was absolutely bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. I need to never go into like criminal investigation because as smart as I think I am with like solving things like that, no, I was absolutely wrong. Although we were almost like misled in the wrong direction, whatever. You will not see me solving any murder cases. This was such a delight. Oh my gosh, I know I already said that, but I feel like I need to say it again because I was not expecting to love this book as much as I did. It was so fun. Honestly, Carrie Maniscalco, for this being her debut novel, and obviously I've read her other novels as well in terms of like the King of the Wicked series, her writing is very easy and just lovely. It's simple enough to be easy to slip into, but elegant in its own way of some of the phrases and stuff she comes up with. I'm like, yes, I like that. That was good. And the dialogue, don't even get me started because Thomas and Audrey Rose, I know I've said this, but I love the banter. I love the flirting. Just, I adore it so much. It was so fun throughout this entire book. The plot in this one, actually, I really enjoyed. I've heard in terms of plot, not fun, romance, super fun, but the mystery for this one was pretty solid. I really enjoyed it and definitely had me turning those pages to try to get to the ending. I was absolutely flabbergasted at the ending, let me tell you. I was not expecting that until we were in kind of where everything was happening, and I was like, wait, who else am I not accusing here? And then it kind of clicked. Even the pacing was so good because even in slow moments when they were trying to like figure out clues and everything, enough was happening to where I wasn't bugged. I've really enjoyed the Victorian element. I do love a good like, not scandal per se, but a woman acting scandalous and just standing up for herself, because Audrey Rose was not taking no for an answer with the actions that she was doing, because at one point she's like, she was so sick of like men in her life like telling her where to go and what to do, and she basically was like, screw it, I'm going my own way and I'm doing my own thing. And sometimes, yeah, she did act a little foolishly, but honestly, good for her for having a brain. Also, one of my favorite little moments when she was talking to like other ladies in the society was her being really sarcastic to another girl, being like, yeah, why would men choose beauty and brains when they can clearly have beauty over brains? And the other girl was like, what girl in their right mind would choose would choose something other than beauty. That's ridiculous. And I'm like, Audrey Rose, you absolute savage. I love how she also did care about like her fun dresses and such. It was so fun to like picture her just like running around in Victorian London in her frilly little dresses. And I'm like, can we bring those back? Maybe not with the corsets, like maybe like a casual corset, like a little stretchy corset, you know. The ending obviously leads into the next book, which is Hunting Prince Dracula, which I will be actually leaving to go to the library to go and fetch shortly because I have kickboxing and jujitsu tonight, and I figure I might as well go into town and get some reading done at the library. So that is the plan. I want to go to the library and hopefully find Hunting Prince Dracula. But when I get to the library, the first thing that I'm actually going to read is going to be Spy Family Volume 10, which I am very excited to pick up. I think it'll be maybe not a fun time because, like I said, sad backstory, but I'm excited regardless. And then I might pick up A Darker Shade of Magic tonight, but honestly, we'll see. Part of me really wants to stick to my TBR, but the other part of me really wants to just like binge the series. If I find book 2, that might be happening. Katie is no longer with me. She has unfortunately hung up our call because her phone was dying. Some form of excuse, because clearly she's never heard of a power cord and multitasking, but you know, whatever. She's abandoned me in my time of need. It is what it is, you know? But let's go ahead and head to the library. Hello, I am out of the library. Obviously, I'm in my car now, and I don't know what I might have said on camera or not said on camera when I was like whispering to Katie, but I did finish Spy Family Volume 10, 5 out of 5. Honestly, what a freaking delight. At first, I thought this entire book followed Twilight in his youth, but it was just like the first little chunk, and then we switched back to following Anya and Lloyd and Yor in kind of present day. We had a super duper sweet moment with Yor and her kind of bonding with some other moms, and it was just so sweet. I love Yor to bits. She is just so precious, and she's really trying her hardest, and I admire her for that, honestly. Not much really progressed in terms of plot. Yes, there's like a small element kind of introduced, but nothing. We're still just vibing out here, but I love it. I love these characters, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. I can't wait for volume 11, and the cover might have already been revealed for volume 11 because obviously the books come out in Japan before they do in the US, so we might already have a cover. Should I check? I kind of want to check. Volume 11 of Spy Family. Oh, wait, I've seen this. Maybe I haven't? The two lackeys of Damien? I think his name is Damien. I kind of low-key forgot. Yeah, I do love little baby Twilight on the cover of this one. It's always so fun to see like which characters will be on the cover. Volume 9 is my favorite because like Becky is my girl and I love her so. Which we did get a little bit of Becky shenanigans. Why is there a child? I'm mildly distracted by this kid just kind of like wandering in the parking lot across from me. Whatever. I also did start A Darker Shade of Magic because tragically they did not have, why do I keep forgetting the name of that book? Hunting Prince Dracula. They did not have it at my library currently. They do have it in our library system, but it's at like a different library. So I put a request in and they're gonna like ship it to this library if I can pick it up, which is fine. But it makes me sad because I really wanted to pick it up. But that does mean that I kind of have to stick to my TBR, which I guess is a good thing. So I did pick up A Darker Shades of Magic. I didn't pack it with me because I was that confident that my library would have it. And then they didn't have a single Carrie Maniscalco book in that series. Where was I going with this? Anyways, I found A Darker Shade of Magic at the library and I picked it up and I made it to part 2, which is only like 3 or 4 chapters in. I think 4 chapters in, not very far, but let me tell you, I am already so invested with the concept of this world. We don't know much about it other than, I can't even refer to the book to like remember what they're called, but essentially there's very few of them left that can walk in between worlds, and there's 4 different Londons. There's Black London, Gray, White, and Red, and the gray one's like has no magic, and the red one apparently, if I remember correctly, is like wealthy and doing well, and the white one, I don't remember. But the black one's like dead. Like apparently something really bad happened, and the Black London is the reason why all the Londons aren't interconnected for everyone to travel through, and only the chosen one with the blood magic. And Kel as a character, so fun already. I love his sass and his demeanor, and I'm really, really excited to see where the plot of this book goes because, like I said, I did not read the summary of what this book is about. But I already love, like, it had me hooked from line 1, truly. Like, line 1 or 2, I was like, whoa, that is such a good way to start a book. And V.E. Schwab is getting her redemption arc right now. I might be speaking like too soon since I'm 4 chapters in, but I just wanted to give my little update on that because I really wasn't in the mood to jump into it. But then the second I started reading, I was like, okay, this is gonna be a good series. I can feel it. So that is super exciting. It is 5:30 right now. I have kickboxing from 6 to 7, and then 7 to 8 I have jujitsu. And then I have to like shower and eat and drive home. So not necessarily in that order, but I'm gonna call Katie at like 9 p.m. So not a lot of reading is gonna go on, but I will let you know when I do get home and I do read a little bit more. And I will be picking up A Darker Shade of Magic because I'm so excited to pick that book up. It honestly might be the last book that I finish during this 24-hour readathon because I think I can get a decent chunk of the way into it tonight. I don't know if I'll be able to actually like finish the book tonight. That might be a little too ambitious, but Katie and I have reading sprints tomorrow at 10 in the morning, and I didn't start my readathon until like 11, and I'm just gonna like allot some extra time through our sprints. Just count that as part of the 24 hours because I'm going to work out, so that's like a big chunk of time that I'm not reading. Honestly, I might finish the book tomorrow morning during sprints and pick something else up, or I might pick up a different book that might be shorter that I could try to complete, like another graphic novel or something. I'm not sure, but 2 books down and the day's not even over yet. So honestly, doing pretty good, feeling pretty good about it. It depends on how late I stay up tonight. Maybe I will finish A Darker Shade of Magic tonight. Yeah, let's put that energy into the universe, and then we can start the second one tomorrow. I'm not gonna hold myself to anything, no promises. So I'm gonna head out and update you tonight. Okay, I am back from kickboxing and jujitsu. Katie is in fact here with me. I will make her say hello and say hello. Any updates for the vlog?
Tired.
Hi, tired. I'm
my
Cass.
eyes watering.
I am quite a bit further into Darker Shades of Magic, and let me tell you, I am enjoying the heck out of this. So I just started part 6, which is Thieves Meet, and we're on page 135. We've got introduced to Lila. We just had basically the equivalent of a romance meet cute, but in a fantasy book, and they are my favorite moments ever. I love when they're well executed. Basically, we're getting these 2 characters' perspectives, right? We've got Kel and we've got Lila. Two separate characters, 2 separate POVs, 2 separate lives. Lila is a aspiring pirate, which like honestly goals, cause like me too girly. And she is a thief, she's a pickpocket. And I love me a morally gray character like her. And then we have Kel, who works for royal families, delivering mail basically throughout the different Londons. We had a little moment. We had a little moment where the characters' paths crossed, and I loved what happened with that interaction. It really wasn't much, but it made me so excited because obviously they have to interact some more. That has to happen. Also, Katie informed me that I think the second book she said, there's like a big chunk where it takes place on a ship. And I don't know, I've recently figured this out, that I freaking love books that are set on ships. Like, I feel like I always knew it, but it was confirmed for me recently. And I have been running on that high ever since, just searching for books that have plots where they end up on a boat for an extended period of time. I love that atmosphere so much. I don't know, maybe there's like pirate blood in my veins. For some reason, this is kind of giving me Mistborn vibes by Brandon Sanderson, and I can't quite pinpoint why, but like I'm enjoying it. So it's a good thing because I freaking loved Mistborn. So to find a book that I'm enjoying in an equal caliber that kind of is this, it's very, very different, but the same. I don't know what it is. I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna continue reading this because I'm quite literally obsessed with this so far, and I can't wait to get to know more about Lila, and I can't wait to see Lila and Kel interact some more. Kind of got a little bit of a plot going. Not that there wasn't a plot to begin with. There's obviously a lot of like political tension, I feel like, between all the Londons because each one is very different. Each one has things that the other wants, almost. Something was revealed from a place that shouldn't kind of exist. No one should really have access to. And it kind of led one of our characters into an interesting situation, which then led to another one that I loved. So that's where we're at with A Darker Shade of Magic. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm loving this. I was so scared that I was gonna pick up a book that wasn't gonna like match Stalking Jack the Ripper in terms of like being easy to get into and like me wanting to keep reading it. I really thought this was gonna be a little bit too wordy for me to slip into, and I would just be like moping the whole time, wishing I had the second book. But I couldn't have asked for a better book to pick up after Stalking Jack the Ripper because completely different vibes, obviously, even though they're both set in London, which again, love how that happened. The whole magic system too, so fun. I can't wait to learn more about how everything works and dive more into the lore of this world, but I should have picked this up ages ago. The fact that I didn't was kind of a crime. Like, what was I doing? Honestly. I can't decide if my hair is giving like cute, like okay, this kind of works, or like I look like a 4-year-old. So we're just gonna roll with it for now and not talk about it. I did want to talk about Merit Beauty and their solo shadow along with their brush number 2. Now we're gonna talk about it as I get ready here. And I'm so excited because first off, this brush is made from vegan bristles. And when I tell you, I have never felt a brush softer than this. Phenomenal. And it's so like densely packed. So like I already know using this to apply my little solo shadow over here is gonna be absolutely stunning. Plus it has like this little tiny end on the other side too. I love a good dual brush tip. Kind of gives me like Tombow Fudenosuke brush pen vibes. You know, you got the brush stroke and the fine line. Very fun. And then we have our little solo shadow here. For Merit's solo shadows, they have 8 colors available. They have 4 neutral colors and 4 wearable colors. And I just love the range. And I ended up picking mid-century because I love a good neutral. So let's go ahead and start applying this here. I've got my little mirror, which I decorated with like little Halloween stickers. Also, look, there you are. Have fun. All right, now this is a like cream to powder type beat, and I've never used a cream eyeshadow before, but Merit's out here making me experience things that I haven't done before. It's so smooth. I don't know what it is about Merit products, but they are all like smooth like butter. Now, I'm not the best eyeshadow girly because I have hooded eyes, so that makes everything more difficult, but like, we're working with what we got. It is blending so good though. All right, there we are. There is the beautiful solo eyeshadow. Now, if you want to check out Merit, I do have it linked below for you can go and check it out. All first orders come with a free little bag, and all orders over $40 get free shipping. Be sure to check out Merit below, and thank you so much to Merit for sending me these products to review.
Hello and good morning.
Good
friends.
morning. It's the afternoon.
Sprints were great. Did some sprinting. I'm winded. Whew.
She a runner, she a track star. What can we say?
You already know.
We had just finished
That's
our
all I have.
sprints. Look at all these lovely comments wishing us well. Honestly, good amount of reading was done. Good amount of Nintendo playing was done by Katie as well.
Yeah, a good amount of Super Mario 64 happened.
But Katie finished 2 entire books. Well, not entire books. Like, she finished a book and then she started and finished another one.
Finished 2 entire books.
She was a runner, a track star. She was sprinting. Okay, my arm's getting tired, so I'm going to actually, like, prop this up and give a proper update now. But that was...
Actually, I want you to say hi to my vlog.
I will. I'm just saying you can say goodbye to my vlog.
Okay, bye.
Sprints are done. They were an absolute delight. Obviously, you saw that. Let's talk about this book. I made it to page 372. I'm in the middle of part 13, and our characters, they're going through some stuff, and I love them so much, and I'm so stressed for them. We have continued our adventure with Lila, which is so exciting because I figured things were gonna work out, but I wasn't quite sure. Also, something has been vaguely revealed about Lila, and I now have theories, and I feel like they're gonna be proven true because I don't know what other explanation could possibly justify the things that were said about her in one of her traits. We'll put it vaguely like that because you know I'm anti-spoiler around here. I was stressing. If you go back and rewatch like the live sprints, I was reacting so viscerally. I was so stressed with everything going down. Holland has been a pain, and something kind of happened, and I don't think what actually happened is the truth. I have my theories about him as well. Sorry, my bangs were hidden away here. I do wish that we got a little bit more of like the masked ball scene, but we got to see Lila getting all dressed up. I love her. She's such an icon, honestly. And those are really my thoughts right now. I just really want to sit down and finish reading this book. I don't have too much further to go. Like I said, page 372 out of like 400, a little over 400. So like 40 pages from the end. I'm excited, but I'm like scared because obviously it needs to end on some cliffhanger to lead to the second book. But what is that cliffhanger gonna be? And what are they gonna do to my characters? Because every side character we've had an interaction with, it has not gone well for the side character after we have an interaction with them. So I'm just trying to become emotionally devoid in order to read this book. Let's do it. Let's chat. Let's have a little chitter chatter about the book that I just finished reading. So, A Darker Shades of Magic by V.E. Schwab. I am so happy to present to you my most recent 5-star read. Honestly, what a joy. What an absolute delight this book was. I enjoyed basically every second of this book, and I'm not even kidding you. I think Delilah Bard might be in one of my top favorite characters. I don't know if that's gonna hold for like the second and third book. We'll see if her character ends up keeping that top spot. But in terms of this book, I freaking love her. I loved her, the way that she didn't really grow. Like, she gained a conscience like a little bit, but in the end, she was still a thief and an aspiring pirate. And I love that for her. And she just wants adventure. Like, come on now. What's not to absolutely love? And Kel as well, such a fun character. And I think that's why I love this book so much, is Kel and Lila really drove this book. And I'm such a sucker for a good character-based book. Don't get me wrong though, the plot also was a very high factor of the reason why I enjoyed this book so much, but every element of this book was just phenomenal. The plot, solid. The pacing, solid. Characters, flawless. I loved all of it. The villains, perfect. The stakes, so high. I was so stressed but having such a fun time. I had some theories. They were immediately proven false within those 20 pages. I was like, oh, okay, oops. And there's definitely some more coming, obviously. There's the boat, the situation of Lila getting a ship, because apparently the second book takes place partly on a ship, which I'm so excited for. I love me some boats. We've discussed this. I should have picked this up sooner, and I cannot wait to continue reading this series. Honestly, I might pack it, like the second book, on my trip to Oklahoma that I'm going to be taking, which actually, when this video comes out, I will be in Oklahoma reading A Soul of Ash and Blood, so stay tuned for that as well. 5 stars, stunning, loved it, cannot wait to read the sequel. And then I also read Spy Family Volume 10 during the course of this 24-hour readathon. Absolutely loved it. I love a good manga intermingled into my 24-hour readathons, and this was such a solid choice. So much fun. Loved getting to know a little bit of backstory and just more fun, cute interactions between the characters, and I just love them all so much. Then of course, we have Stalking Jack the Ripper by Carrie Maniscalco, and I realized I don't think I ever like discussed the star rating that I gave to this, and I'm thinking 4.5. It wasn't quite a 5-star, especially after reading A Darker Shade of Magic. I was like, not quite that level, but I definitely loved so many elements of this book, especially the romance that's brewing. So I'm gonna put it at like a 4.5, but I'll round down on Goodreads. So fun, such a delight, and I can't wait until I can get my hands on the second book, which hopefully the aforementioned trip, by the time I get back from that trip, I should be able to get my hands on the second book, because like I had mentioned earlier, the whole library transfer thing. These are the 3 books that I ended up finishing during the 24-hour readathon period. I ended up reading 929 pages, and honestly, for how things went, I'm pretty content with that amount of reading. The sprints helped so much because I basically had almost finished A Darker Shade of Magic during the sprints. I really did hope that you enjoyed hearing my thoughts and just hanging out with me and Katie during this 24-hour period. Actually, let me give her a ring for she can say goodbye to y'all properly. Now, I'm betting she won't answer, but it doesn't hurt to try. Oh, there you are. Say hello. She might leave me hanging. Oh my gosh, wait, no. She's here. I spoke too soon. I should have had way more faith in Katie. What was I thinking?
Now, what were you saying about me?
I was saying I didn't think you were gonna pick up the phone.
Why would I not pick up the phone?
Fair point. Do you want to say bye to the vlog?
No, because you just insulted me. Guys, hit the unsubscribe button right down below. Hope you guys enjoyed the vlog. If you did, freaking smash that subscribe button, that unsubscribe button. Freaking obliterate that like button down there. Why don't you just go ahead and leave a little commenty comment down there too? I mean, totally could. I had such a fun time doing this 24-hour readathon with Cass. It's great. The staying up until 3 a.m. part, questionable, but it was still fun. That's all I got. Hope you guys have a fantastic Monday, maybe. Toodles.
You heard Katie. You know, follow the instructions if you feel like it. Maybe not the unsubscribe part, but again, that's like totally up to you. You do what you want to do, y'all. But thank y'all so much again for watching, and I do hope to see you in the next one. Toodles!